There's many things that you're supposed to be afraid when you're living off grid, when you're living by yourself. But if you're overly afraid, this is not for you. Before we continue, let's do a little maintenance of our electrical system. It's where you need to be done. What we're gonna do today, we're gonna oil this wheel a little bit and check if every moving parts need anything. First, what I will ask, to be afraid or not to be afraid when you're living off grid, is not to be afraid of the dark. I know being by yourself in the dark could be very, very difficult. All of these sounds that are coming from the dark, it's amazing. It's very scary. If you're afraid, it might not work for you. So this needs to be oiled all tight. Second very important thing is not to be afraid to be all alone. If you're afraid to be all alone, it might not work for you. Being alone is very creepy sometimes. Not sometimes, all the time it's very creepy. It's very creepy all the time. A lot of thoughts will start coming. You're going to start questioning everything what's coming around you. You're going to be worried and wondering. Another thing what you should be afraid of, or maybe not afraid of, is all these wild animals that's coming around. Not just animals. Oh. Not just animals. You're going to be having bugs. You're going to have hornets. You're going to be attacked from everywhere. Because all of a sudden you are interacting with their part of the life. They didn't want you there in the first place. But if you show them respect, if you show them you're not going to bother them, they probably won't bother you either. Don't kill every bug what is coming around. Don't kill any snake what's coming around. It needs to be removed, catch it, and release it. Okay. This part is done. Next thing, what you should be afraid and not to be afraid, drinking water from a creek. Are you sure the creek is clean? Are you sure the creek will not bring you any disease, any stomach bugs or something? If you don't have a good stomach, I suggest you not to do it. My wife and I drinking this water consistently. Zero problem last 3 years. This water is alive. Give us everything what we need. It's clean, it's fresh, full of minerals, and good stuff what your body needs. After we're drinking this water, we don't even drink any other water at all. You go to the city, you do have a problem. This water tastes like crap. This is the water that is really good. I'm gonna call number 5, walking on a cliff and walking on spots when you're not supposed to be. Because that's gonna be one of the challenges that's going to happen. You have to be in the places where you really don't desire to be. It's gonna be dangerous, they're gonna be slippery, and very uncomfortable. every wrong move that can cost you. Maybe break your arm, break your leg or something. If you get injured in the wilderness, you really have a big problem. You really, really have a big problem. But you need to be careful. Sometimes being careful is not enough. Next thing, should be afraid or not. Putting in your brain, are you capable of killing, cleaning, and eating your prey? Eating that animal. Sometimes the food is not going to be available. You're going to be on your own. The bad weather will come or something like that. You won't be able to get food from a grocery store. You won't be able to really go anywhere. And you're living off grid, so you're supposed to be ready for a whole bunch of other stuff. It's going to require to do, you like it or not. Another thing what should be afraid or not is, are you afraid not to know what time it is? Are you afraid not to know what date it is? What day it is? Because the time really doesn't mean nothing here to anything. Because time here doesn't mean nothing. Only what you need to know when is the sunrise and sunset. And you can easily figure it out just looking in the sky. You don't need any time for that. What I'm doing now, it's actually really maintaining solar system so that everything goes smoothly and producing our electricity. I will show you this in some other videos. Next thing, we should be afraid or not. Being afraid of bugs. Are you allergic on the mosquitoes? Are you allergic on the hornets? Are you allergic on any sting or any bite from any bugs? If you are, you might want to reconsider this, or having a lot of good supplies of the good EpiPens if you ever get to the opportunity to be bitten and not to know are you going to be breathing in the next 5 minutes or not. Next thing should be afraid or not is being cold, is being wet. You're going to be cold and wet so many times in the nature, it's not even funny. Don't worry, you're not going to die. They're going to build your immune system. You're going to get stronger. You're going to get much more immune and other stuff that you've never been before. It's really amazing how your body quick going to readjust on everything what you need to be to survive in the wilderness. It's really not hard, you just not can be afraid. You have to have it in you so you can keep continuing. Running nose does not count like being sick. Really it's not. Another thing which you should be afraid or not is being hungry. There's going to be a time that you might not have enough money. You're not going to have enough money for food. So you have to pick. Are you going to buy the medicine or you're going to buy the food? If you're going to buy food, you might not have enough money for medicine. If you buy medicine, you might not have enough money for food. So, being hungry, it's no big deal. You can put the trap out, you can go fish, you can get the food. But if you truly need the medicine, you need to have it. This is it. Snake bite, you need to be treated immediately. There's a lot of snakes in the nature. Whoever told you it's not, might be lying to you. Maybe it's not a friend. Another very important thing is to be afraid of or not getting injured. If you get injured and you're by yourself, not a good thing. Even if you call somebody to help, God knows how long it will take to somebody come and help you. I fell off this cliff once. I almost broke my neck. I actually didn't know how I didn't break my neck. But I wasn't afraid to be injured. I pick it up and I keep going. It's only what you have left when you're by yourself in the wilderness. When you're going off-grid thing. As hard it is, the beautiful it is. I can't stress this enough. It's going to be very rewarding when I'm going to bed tonight. And know I did my thing. Very important to have a list of the things which you need to have done during the day. It's very important to have a game plan. If it's rain, if it's not, what you can do, what you can't. Yes, there is a days when I really don't want to do nothing. Nothing wrong with that. But it's very rewarding when you know you have your things connected, collected, and everything is in working condition, just like this beautiful wheel. Please subscribe if you like these videos. Until next time, I'm checking out.